Okay, thank you everyone for coming. And it's really my favorite part of the night when I get to introduce the artists because they're really incredible. If you take a look at what's on the stage, I think you know you're in for a real treat. There's a lot of cool stuff up here, and it's all stuff that I'm interested in. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I just want to quickly mention a few things that are coming up here that we're really excited about before we bring the band up. One of our most requested things through the whole pandemic has been, when are you starting the open mics up? Well, that question is answered with very soon. July 21st, Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're going to have like a little curated open mic, kind of. We're having people from Culver Academy come, and then we're going to have some Moon volunteers and staff play, just to make sure we still remember how to do this, and that all the equipment works and that we're good to go. But then, coming in August, that's when it will be wide open for the public, and we'll do them on the first and third Wednesdays of every month then. Also returning for the first time since the pandemic started is our Moonatics Comedy Improv. That starts Monday, July 19th at 7 p.m., and both of those are free events, and it's public participation, all skills welcome, so definitely come on out to that. Then we'll have some concerts coming in September. We'll announce those later, and the easiest way to do that is if you are on our Wild Rose Moon email list. That would be a way to stay in touch with all of our events. Yes. Oh, that's true, a songwriter's circle. Moon Tunes. And what is the time frame on that? Six, yeah, that sounds right. Okay. So July 19th, 20th, and 21st, there's 3 days in a row to be at the Wild Rose Moon. So right here. Yeah, yes. All right, so it's not every day that from Plymouth, Indiana, you can say that someone from Brooklyn, New York is here, but that's the case. We're so excited to have Mulebone, so give it up for Mulebone.
This is so great. Thank you. It's it's probably me, man. Nope. Is it still there? Oh, it's not. It's him. And I should be good too.
We're good. All right.
Sorry about that.
We actually spent a little time setting up before, believe it or not.
Not that you'd know. Not that you could tell.
We drove in from northern Michigan earlier today. We drove from New York to Ohio to northern Michigan, then back down here. We go up tomorrow back to Kalamazoo area. But we kind of hauled it down here, and we hit some really bad traffic. And it was a little, you feel like you don't want to be late, you're rushing. And we got out of the van, and everybody was there to help us load in. And this place has got such a beautiful vibe. People are so good here. It's been really, really, before we start playing, I just want to say how much we appreciate it. It's really great. Very cool hang downstairs in the green room, which is basically like as big as this downstairs. But a lot of good food. So, Huey's tuning up. I'm just rambling, but, we're going to be playing for the next 2.5 weeks or so, mostly in Michigan, and then a couple dates in New York and New Jersey. We've got a little list of our gigs over there along in the bookcase, along with some other stuff, which we'll tell you about later. So if you know anybody in Michigan, or if you're heading up around, in fact, a few places down the lower realm, so it's not too far. Anyway,
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed beneath the town hall light. People who saw, well, they all agreed that the man who ran looked a lot like me. The judge said, son, what's your alibi? alibi. If he was somewhere else, you won't have to die. I said not a word, though it meant my life, 'cause I was in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Well, the scaffold was high and eternity near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes at night, when those north winds moan in a long black veil, she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Thank you. baby some beer. Going to the corner, get baby some beer. I go to the corner, get baby some beer. Going to the corner, get baby some beer. I go to the corner, get baby some beer. Wish I was down in New Orleans, just sitting down on the stand. Candyman started out. Candyman started out. Candyman started out. Well, I would be your Candyman if you'd be my started out. And I would do most anything to be sitting down in New Orleans.
Thank you. Oh, could we do one thing with the sound? Let me know if you like this idea. I'd like to hear a little more of your guitar on stage.
A little bit, that'd be all right.
You can even put a little bit in mine. I'm going to break my rules. A little bit here. Two more in mine, please. Yeah.
All right, so
Cool,
hey,
thank
1, 2. All right, so now, just a little bit of vocal, because we didn't have anything in the monitors before, but now we have a little guitar, just a little vocal. Sorry.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? We were playing out of the PA.
Yeah.
Hey, 1, 2, check 1, 2. Yeah, that's great. Like to tell you how they walk that line. I straight ahead rather going blind. It's the same old tight road on a brand new day. But only a fool believes that there ain't no price to pay. Yeah, on their own 2 feet they'll walk this land. But you done forgot about the cane in your hand. You can go for miles and miles and miles thinking that way. But only a fool believes that there ain't no price to pay. There ain't no price to pay, yeah. Someone else was just born to lose. They got a mouthful of nothing to say. But only a fool believes that there ain't no price to pay. Only a fool believes that there ain't no price to pay. There ain't no price to pay.
'cause I live my life between a groove and a grind. Now my daddy used to tell me it's all about the choices that you make. You know, my daddy used to tell me it's all about the choices that you make. Now is your glass half full, or is it about to break? Now there are days when I wonder if it's all just in my mind. You know, there are days when I wonder if all the trouble's just in my mind. 'Cause don't everybody live between a groove and a grind? Yeah, don't everybody live between a groove and a grind? Now don't everybody live between a groove and a grind?
Chop it down with the edge of my head. Will I stand up next to a mountain? Chop it down with the edge of my hand. I pick up all the pieces and make an island, and maybe raise a little sand. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child. And don't you know I'm a voodoo child? Mean to take up all your sweet time, bring it back to you one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time, bring it back to you one of these days. Well, it might be today, might be tomorrow, but don't be know I'm a voodoo child? I'm a voodoo child. Don't you know I'm a voodoo child? I stood up next to a mountain. I chop it down with the edge of my hand. Will I stand up next to a mountain? I chop it down with the edge of my hand. Pick up all the pieces and make an island. And maybe raise a little sand. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child. I'm a voodoo child. I'm a voodoo child. Don't you know I'm a voodoo child? Thank you.
All right, you're small but mighty. Yeah.
That's John Ragusa, everybody.
And that's Hugh Poole, ladies and gentlemen. He's vocalizing for you. He's playing the guitar and he's chiming in on the harmonica. That's what he does.
I try and contribute.
You know,
And who could forget the boot board?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's stomping on the boot board, and trust me, that takes some energy. By the end of the night, he's like sweating bullets just because of this.
We didn't get to do this for quite a while. We didn't get to do it. We had a tour last year that got, of course, we had about 26 dates or something like that. A big one.
Yeah.
That all got scrubbed last summer, of course, and then so we haven't. And then we play in New York pretty regularly, but we do kind of like an old Irish pub that we've been playing at for years and years. It's called the Ear Inn. I'm saying it's not in Ireland, but it's the style of an old Irish pub where you just kind of pull some chairs out and the music starts at midnight to 3 a.m. And so that's a different kind of thing. It's kind of like jamming with our friends
We
and
just
stuff.
did it twice, though, in the last month.
I know that,
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
thing, bringing out, like
Oh,
getting
yeah.
all this crap out and doing it this way, we haven't done it in a while. Sorry. Anyway, so when he said I'm tired, it's like I'm not normally tired. I'm just tired.
Well, I didn't
the
say you
la-
were
because
tired
I was
now.
a little out of shape. Doing it for 3 hours.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, actually, we're both feeling, it's like, true confession. Like the other day, but we're done with thinking, it's like, wow, that was hard. It's like, come on, I'm winded, I'm tired. It's like, we got to get back in shape. It's like being a runner and like,
Yeah,
you
but
don't do anything for 6
We
months.
left New York on Wednesday morning. We drove to Pittsburgh. We picked up my wife and my kid. We drove to Youngstown, Ohio. We up the next morning. We drove to Traverse City. We were picking a PA up at 4:30, playing at 7 o'clock. The next day, we had a radio interview at 11. We had a lunch appointment at 1. We had a gig at 7. We went home. We woke up this morning, and we drove down here, okay? So I'm saying it's like feeling a little bit tired, but this is like
Well,
a lot of bullshit to do.
the front end of this tour is a little, like we're hitting it hard. But then we get to chill for, a day.
I'm just not ready. I'm just not
gonna
ready
be
to
great.
play. I'm not ready to play the I'm tired card yet.
No, not.
It's my vanity, perhaps, or something.
I'm just into the vulnerability thing,
Our resident felon.
All right. But you'll never
let's
know
do
we're
the,
tired. You'll never
let's,
know.
Let's get to You might want to. This one might need to come. This guitar might need to come up a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of trippy. You know
This
what I'm
tune
saying?
is so this guitar is something that Hugh put together, cigar box thing, and he wrote some really cool tunes on it, and one of them is called "Keep On Moving," and it's the title track of the album called "Keep On Moving."
Try and put that one together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to go too fast for you. We're trying to keep it straight in here.
So we hope you enjoy it, and in fact, if you do, there is an album by the title of "Keep On Moving" over
Which
there.
has a song on it, Keep On Moving.
That's right. All right, there'll be a quiz later.
And it's funny, this thing, I always joke about this guitar because, like, you go through, I don't know, you probably play guitar players here, or with anybody with whatever it is that you're into, cars, I don't know, you go, whatever you're into. The teacups or silverware or butter spreaders or something like that. If you're into it, you go to a lot of effort sometimes and sometimes spend some money, to get the thing that you want. You know what I mean? And so been doing this for quite a while, and I have a lot of guitars and a lot of stuff I've collected over the years. And I look at that, it's like a 59 Gibson, and this thing was made in 1934. This guitar here, they're both like, whatever sort of, oh wow. And then this thing, which essentially came from the trash, and it did. And I know I've never even put new guitar strings on it. I use the recycled guitar strings. Like, I literally have not spent a penny on this thing. The pickup was found in the garbage. The rope was from the Department of Sanitation.
I provided the blue tape.
The tape, everything. So I won't. These are like two tuners from
What
an
about
old
the zip tie?
a ukulele. Well, the zip tie I got for free, actually. It was, but I'm saying, like, it's an art project, and the project is spend nothing on this. So it's kind of always just makes me. It sort of makes me feel good to play it. And I always joke that out of everything that I've done in my life, this is my ticket out of the ghetto. When the world you know has got you down, and things you thought are turned around, when there ain't no place that's safe to hide, you gotta open up and to these words abide. Keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. When you're staring straight in a stranger's face who just pissed you off, where there's no disgrace, You can't let it get underneath your skin. Just shrug it off and you'll start to grin. And you keep on moving, keep on moving, you keep on moving, you keep on moving, you keep on moving, you keep on moving, keep on moving, you keep on moving. When you're down at the old crossroads, don't stay too long, 'cause shadows grow. But you better have heart, or your chance is dead. But don't let it out play with your head. Keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. Keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. And when you're laid yourself to rest, and nothing can prepare you for that test, or go back to fear, or go back to hate. There are no words to approximate. Keep on moving. Keep on moving, 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 keep on moving. We're gonna do one more on this guitar here.
Oh, I was going to say, tell the story.
Well, whatever. I'll tell them. I mean, I was thinking the same. I didn't mean whatever. I mean, I was thinking maybe I would too. Yeah, I know. It's kind of half and half. So this guy, a bunch of years, we did a tour a bunch of years ago, and we had this guy opening up for us for, I don't know, whatever, a little bit of time. And at the end, we owed him a little bit of money and whatever. And I known the dude for a while, and he's kind of a little bit now, he's doing a little bit better now, but he still remain nameless. But, I mean, he wasn't doing badly then, but I'm saying he has a little bit more notoriety now. But anyway,
so he was in his own hotel, and we agreed to meet at this diner. Actually, that was right at the damn road here. Actually, it was in. Was that place we played in South Haven? What was that? No. The thing was a hall, Foundry Hall.
Oh, yeah.
That was South Haven, yeah. So it was a diner outside of South Haven. Anyway, just remember that was actually here, and so we met for breakfast, and to make the pay him and whatever. And he was driving to California, and we were going on, and he told me this crazy story about how it's such a weird thing to talk about, but anyway, whatever. But the song's called "She Wants My Name." She wants my name. But so this guy, he comes from a pretty good family, and he was in AA, right? Because he had like a drug problem, and then he met this girl in AA, and like the first time they went out on a date, in like, I'm sorry, I covered this kid's ears, but they ended up getting intimate like right away. Like the first time they went out to dinner, within 5 minutes of being back in his apartment in Greenwich Village, they were like, it was a thing from the jump. And so this thing goes on a little, and he's telling me the story, and I'm like, oh wow, crazy, because you hear the story about that 12-step program, and the 13th step is whatever. I hear the story, and then the story goes on. It was like, yeah, I just saw her like 3 times, and then, and a bunch of time went by, and then she texted me, like 4 months later, she texted me a sonogram picture of, right? And so, and like this guy,
It gets better.
This kid's father, like, he sends me pictures at the like Army Navy football game, and like him and his dad were the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Like his dad's heavyweight, and so it doesn't take that much to find this out, right? And so he's telling me the whole story, and I heard it all, and I could totally sympathize where he was, because he was like, my life's over. I'm gonna have to pay her 19% of my income for the rest of my life and everything like that. And I was kind of like, or maybe it's not your kid. It's possible. Are you willing to take a paternity test? And he said, of course, I'll take a paternity test and do that. So the whole thing winds up, now we know, the whole thing with the paternity test, it was a giant scam. It was her and her husband. The kid was they were trying to shake down this guy's father for $60,000 is what they wanted for the thing. Anyway, so and we know that's all truth. That's been verified, by doctors in the courts and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, so he was telling me the thing, I was like, before we knew any of this, I was like, dude, I think you need to write a song about this, like this. And I thought it was so easy pickings for a blues song that I actually told him, this is like July. I was like, and I'll give you till Christmas, and if you don't do it, I'm gonna actually do it for you. And so I wrote it, we recorded it. He got a hold of the record, and he was like, hey man, I want to record that She Wants My Name. Will you produce my new record? And I want to record that song on the album. So he flew to New York, spent 3 weeks in New York, paid me to produce the record about the song that I wrote about his life. That was like, in terms of what's that called, ROI, return on investment. It's one of my, it was maybe my master stroke thing. I need to do one of those every 2 years. It did. Anyway, it's called She Wants My Name. And when we recorded it with this album that we made, that Keep On Moving, it's like the album's totally live. We recorded it like an old school jazz record, recorded it live to half-inch tape and in a studio, all like Neve, and I'll bore you, 2 microphones, blah, blah, blah. But it sounds really awesome. It's got a mood. But so when we recorded it live, so there's no mixing. That's why we did it, because like I'm a production dude, and I told John, if we're gonna make this record, I can't make decisions after the fact. We just have to do the thing, and then the thing is what the thing is. And if we don't like it,
the records.
If we don't like it, we just have to do it again. But I don't want to sit here and, you know what I mean, and do that with it. I just has to be freaking done or not done, and that's it. And we'll make the decision together, and then it will move forward as a piece to mastering without any, the guitar should be up or the vocal, whatever. So that's how we did it, and I played it for my mom in the car. My mom's 90, she's wonderful, but she wasn't 90. I played the tune, and she was kind of like, oh, I think your vocal's a little low. And I'm like, she's been with me for a long time, you know. I'm here because of her. And I go, Mom, the song only has like 6 unique lines in it, and the rest of it is She Wants My Name. Like, everybody gets it. Like the 9th time that you've heard that, there's no mistaking, it's She Wants My Name. If the vocals weren't any louder, it would just be obnoxious.
And of course, she produced Hugh's next record.
wants my name. She wants my name. Well, she gave me her body. She wants my name. She wants my name. She wants my name. She wants my name. I told her that's why I'm standing here crying. 'Cause she told me lies. She told me lies. She told me lies. She told me it won't be long. We're gonna see about the truth now. It won't be long. It won't be long. It won't be long. It won't be long. Just a man. I'm just a man. Yeah, I do the best I can. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. She wants my man. She wants my man. Well, she gave me her body. Now she wants my name. She wants my name. She wants my name. She wants my name.
Yeah, did we cheer you up?
It's everybody's feel-good song right there. It's a weird thing to talk about, but the absurdity of it is just like, it's
Oh,
interesting. Like it's interesting, and it's interesting, but it's hard to talk about. But that doesn't stop us.
All right. So we did the little significant radio show, TV, hour before. It was really cool. I know some of you were here. It was tremendous, really fun.
Totally.
We did 4 tunes and we participated in a game show. And
I
that was a first for us.
Katie, that was amazing. She was, is this right? She did the research and stuff for the questions?
Oh, you did the research?
Yeah, she did the research and stuff for the
And
questions.
I
That was
praised
really,
somebody else instead of you. I should have praised you. That was great. Tremendous.
my-
George,
my-
you didn't tell me.
my first question, I was like, man, somebody went deep into the thing because every one of those things actually happened.
It's pretty cool.
Broken ribs,
every one of those things happened.
Intimate secret, you missed out. You'll have to come to our next show.
No, it's gonna be, what's it, 2 months?
Oh.
Right. Sure. Tighten up.
Make us look good.
Tighten up the rig. From the Facebook page of the thing or what?
Okay. Yeah.
YouTube channel? Oh, cool.
Beautiful. All
There
right.
you go. It was fun.
Yeah. If you want to check it out, go for it.
Oh, is it really? Oh, hi everybody. Oh God, so all the stories are going out live.
This is going out right now live.
Man, this is that. There's this really now we're just gonna screw everything up.
Right now we're going to be nervous.
So we did this thing. There was this DJ who's really awesome. She's so supportive and so nice. And this is not the story at her expense. It's
Colorado?
about live. No, in New Haven or what's her name? Allison Blues something or other, whatever. She's totally great and totally energetic and life-filled and big music supporter. And she has guests on her. But I never, at this time, Facebook Live was like a brand new thing. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I
Didn't know what it was.
I didn't know. And so I drive up to the thing, to the station, and like, finding a college radio station is always like, it's nothing like Spinal Tap, but it's a little bit like Spinal Tap because the college radio station is always in the basement of some administrative building, down a hallway, away from the thing, improperly marked, and it's probably being remodeled, recently moved. It's just always that way.
And you park in like 4 lots away, and you're
Totally.
lugging 50 pounds of gear.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's no, it's just, anyway, we love it. But anyway, and then she goes, and so the studio's really nice, and I'm going to play. And she says, okay. And it's okay. It's a radio studio, right? I've been in lots of them, but it's radio, right? You're wearing shorts. Nobody sees you're wearing shorts or whatever. And so she goes, she's sitting there and she's kind of freewheeling in the space. And I have my phone on the table next to me. And she goes, okay, so we're live, on W, whatever like that. And I'm like, yeah, right on, we're live. And I'm talking into the microphone like, I know how to make my voice sound a little deeper. And I'm getting really close on the mic. And she keeps on saying live. And I'm like,
Of course we're live.
that's what we're doing is we're live, man. So I'm just waiting for her to be like, and play a song right now. So then my phone goes like on the thing next to me. And I look at it, and it's an intern, this kid from Berkeley School of Music, Nathan Rossborough. And he's listening, he's watching on the internet. And I looked at the thing, and he said, if that lady says live one more time, I want to kill her. And so I looked at the phone and I cracked up laughing and I go like that and I put the phone down and she goes very good-naturedly goes, what's so funny? But understand, I don't know what it means, right? So I thought I probably shouldn't say anything, but then I thought, hey, the truth will set you free. And I go, oh, my friend that went to Berkeley, he works at the studio, he just wrote, if this lady says live one more time, I'm going to kill her. And she freezes, and she goes, but we're live right now. and I still don't understand what's going on, because I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I get it. We're live. But she was live with her iPad in the studio, and I had no goddamn idea. I think it might have taken me like another 18 months to actually fully digest what happened when I actually looked at that live button on my Facebook page. I was like, what does that do? All right, so I guess we got a few more yet? A few more? Yeah. Couple more. What? We're doing one, baby. Look at you. Look at you.
I'm having the more fun tonight than this is such a blast. You're so cool. It's such a good vibe. Yeah.
We haven't done any of the tunes that we did on the radio show. Yeah, I know. I figured maybe we might. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's do
I didn't feel like we did a. I didn't feel like we did a. I didn't feel like we did a great version. I didn't feel like I did a great version of How Can You Love Me.
Okay.
I feel like I did a shitty version of that.
Okay.
Can we do that one?
Sure. I liked it, by the way, but I'm glad to do it.
Your version was perfect. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough working night after night with a guy that makes very, very few mistakes. John makes very few mistakes. Very few. And I won't even call them mistakes, but he makes very few. Yeah, there are very few clams, as we say in the business.
But this song actually, since you told the story before, I'm just going to say that Huey's an incredible writer. Almost all the original tunes are his. He comes up with really like a fountain, just keeps flowing, really good ideas. He comes up with a great tune. Sometimes I hear this really cool thing, and I go back to him, next gig or 2 weeks later, I say, what is that? And he's like, he doesn't even remember it because it was, it was like a spur of the moment thing, But he wrote this tune, and he kept talking about that. I don't like it. I don't think it's any good. And we were making our record, Keep On Moving, which there's a song called Keep On Moving. He said, I don't know. I said, well, play it for me. What's it? He goes, the first line is like, how can you love me, baby, when I can't even love myself? He said, like, really? I went, yo, let's play that song. And so it's on the record, and it's a really beautiful tune. I have a friend who was a great Nashville singer-songwriter I played with for many years, and she's good friends with... Well, it didn't happen, but the names.
We had the Bonnie Raitt watch on for about 3 months.
Bonnie was looking at the tune. I wanted. Yeah.
So we were all like, because that's like somebody like that will like take an unknown songwriter. You know what I mean? She's done it countless times.
Yeah, well,
and like on purpose, like pick some cool tune that from someone that no one, and put it on a record, and then suddenly it's like, oh, who the hell are those people?
So no, I had it in mind that the woman that I worked with from Nashville, a couple of them, but this one is a genius. Her name is Beth Nielsen Chapman. Right? Yeah. She's a beautiful singer-songwriter.
She wrote This Kiss for Faith Hill.
Yeah, and like, but that was one of her pop things. But she's just written so much stuff, and she's multi-Grammy winning and all this stuff. And she's good friends with Bonnie. I've fortunately been able to hang out with them a little bit. I did a little studio session, which Bonnie was on. It wasn't on Bonnie's record. It was really fun. She was going to lay it on Bonnie, but it didn't. So far, Bonnie.
Yeah. So we had the watch on for one whole summer. It was like maybe, and I was like, nah. The record came out. We weren't on it. But anyway, this song's called "How Can You Love Me." How can you love me, baby? I can't even love myself. Gonna see my world with anybody else. How can you love me when I can't even love myself? Oh, I don't wanna share my world with anybody else. I got a secret, carry it to my grave. I whistle it in the moonlight as the carriage rolls away. I got a secret and I'll carry it to my grave. Oh, I got a secret and it's driving you away. It's hard to live here, baby, with everybody's dreams smoking up the windows like a factory full of steam. It's hard to live here with everybody's dreams. Oh, they burn a lot of oil, but from the outside they look clean. So I get out on the highway where I just don't know, empty out my head of other people's woes. I'm going to the Northland where the weather makes you real. I'm going away forever, baby, and I'm just trying to make a deal. Well, how can you love me, baby? I can't even love myself. I don't share my world with anybody else. Put your arms around me like you ain't never done. Help drive away this feeling like the setting of the sun. Thank you. We got some CDs and stuff over there. Let me tell you this. I won't go on length about it. We have can koozies, right? That's a trademark, can koozie. Spelled K-A-N-K-O-O-Z-I-E. Can koozie. They're super cool. They look a little piratey. You probably need some. Your can isn't properly dressed unless you're in a mule. And we have refrigerator magnets. After much deliberation, we bought refrigerator magnets. It's an inside joke. We have on the end of the Keep On Moving record, there's a buried track on the end of it.
No, on the end of the live album of the Michigan.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. On the end of Made in the Mitten.
Made in the Mitten.
There's about a
Live
minute
from
after there's a hidden track about us in front of an audience discussing the pros and cons of the refrigerator magnet, in which Johnny immortally said refrigerator magnets, refrigerator ragnets.
Ragnets.
We were playing at this house concert, and the guy James, it's sponsored by WNFC up in Traverse City, and the dude that hosts the concert works in the hospital. He's awesome, and he's like a total like bourbon. He's got like the war room
Tricked
downstairs. They don't have kids,
40
you know what I
bottles of
mean? He's got a
bourbon.
war room downstairs. It's like what kind of single malt scotch? Anyway. So it was after the break, and we'd been down there, and the refrigerator ragnets.
Anyway, it's actually the cool thing is that it's sort of the debut of a new logo that we're going to be working up, and it includes our instruments and an instrument which I'll pull out at some point, which is on the bottom, a shell. So it's kind of a thing. I'll just pull it out in the middle.
Okay. Is that cool? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a shell in that bookcase, and it's a really nice looking one. And similar to this, maybe a little bit bigger. So you actually take these conch shells, and you saw off the end with a hacksaw, which takes a long time. And there's some kind of, don't remember what there's a scale of hardness in natural materials. Somebody probably knows it. There's a name for the scale. And this is like on the top 5 of all substances on Earth for density. And so it took like 3 hours to saw this stupid thing off. And I wasted 1 or 2 because I couldn't get it quite right. And I finally got it right. And through the years, I've collected them where people have given them to me, you know. One day, I don't know if I told you this, but it was really wild. I played this for a bunch of unusual settings, including like weddings. I played it for Lawrence Fishburne's wedding, like opened up the whole thing, playing the shell.
Tell them about the female yoga retreat. Tell them about
Oh, that's
tell them about
really?
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
This is how he actually came to play the conch shell. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook.
So all right, so I'm playing at a place. It's kind of a new age joint called Omega Institute up in New York, up in upstate New York, Rhinebeck, New York. And it's not just new age. It's got Phil Jackson, the basketball coach, had a basketball clinic there over the summer, like the spiritual aspects of sports and that, and they do psychology and they do yoga and they do all this stuff. And I've gone up there and played concerts and what have you, and I was jamming and playing the concert on the shell.
John, I'm just curious, what workshop was it that was going on when you were there?
Well, it's some very famous woman who's written very many books on
What
on tantric sexuality. So, so, the trippy. I mean, it was really trippy. Is this okay to tell this story?
He's at a female orgasm workshop. Okay.
It's true. And I'm on stage, and I'm playing the shell, and there's a line of women behind me playing the drums. And I'm playing the shell, and there's one woman in front of me, like in a yellow dress, and she's doing her thing. And next day, suffice it to say, the next day she walked by me, and I said, "Was it good for you?" You know, that kind of thing. But after this is where this woman, she's very, very well known, you know, she came up to me and she said, "When you play that shell, it is like you're playing my yoni," she says. And I know she tried, like she was interested. And I have a good friend, Charlie, our good friend. We played for a while with this great percussionist, incredible guy, Charlie Kohlmeyer. He's brilliant. And I used to play this gig. We still do. The year end, I played this thing, and he would just look at me, and he'd go, "That shell is wasted on you."
So to complete the picture, Johnny's like on his knees in the middle, by the end of it, with a circle of women that are attending this specific kind of workshop, and he's whoa, like that, and it's, you know, it's back to like the Blue Lagoon primal. He never will volunteer this stuff, so I have to push him. I gotta.
I have a modicum of humility, but I guess it's gone on stage.
him what you want. You call him up and tell him what you want. When the line ain't never busy, tell him what you want. Line ain't never busy, tell him what you want. Line ain't never busy, tell him what you want. You call him up and tell him what you want. Well, if you're sick in trouble, tell him what you want. If you're sick in trouble, tell him what you want. If you're sick in trouble, I tell him what you want. You call him up and tell him what you want.
I was like, I think my shoelaces, but then I was like, I'm wearing cowboy boots. There are no shoelaces. gotta put the pickup in the wrong place. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. That's your part. Call him up. Tell him what you. If you want, you know, singing together. One thing, it always makes you feel terrible. So you probably don't want to try it because it's just bad. Singing together just makes you feel awful. Well, the line ain't never busy. Well, the line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. See, doesn't that feel bad? Line ain't never busy. You can call him up. Tell him what you want. Well, if you're sick and you want to get well, tell him what you want. If you're sick and you want to get well, well, now if you're sick and you want to get well, you can call him up, tell him what you want. Go on, Johnny. Well, Jesus on the main line. Good. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line. Yeah, you call him up and tell him what you want. Very good. You call him up and tell him what you want. Well, you call him up, tell him what you call him up, tell him what you call him up, tell him what you want. John Magusa, ladies and gentlemen.
And Hugh Poole.
I'd like to
Thank you.
This wouldn't mean anything without you being here. Appreciate you a lot. This
Every
is super
single
fun.
person, thank you.
Dave, thank you
George,
very much, everybody. The people
Everybody
organizers
working
here.
behind the
Thank you.
scenes here, recording,
Thank you.
video, audio,
Thank you.
all the musicians, thank you so much. Thank you, Wild Rose Moon.